everybody, Z Garcia here, and today I'm taking a look at a new release in the very long line of releases for Neuroshima Hex. This is Neuroshima Hex Battle, which is a box ready to play right out of the box for 2 players, 2 armies included in here, so that you can jump into the game, try it out, see if it's something that's for you, and then if you want to, you can expand this box with new armies, new options with which to play. The game, Neuroshima Hex, has already come out with several core boxes actually, but basically right now the core box would be a bigger box than this and would include 4 armies, none of which are the Steel Police Army or the Beasts Army. And you could use certainly that box to jump into the game and try it out as well. But if you want something a little bit more inexpensive, a little bit more targeted at just 2 players as a sample to the game, then I believe this is what this box is attempting to do. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. I'll be treating this as though you don't know how to play Neuroshima Hex, and this is not a how to play, but I'll give you a sampling of how the game comes together. We'll come on back. I'll tell you what I think of this box specifically. So here we've got the game already in progress. We've played a few rounds. We've got on the one side the Steel Police, one of the 2 factions that comes in the game. And these guys are basically clad in some sort of experimental power armor. They are fanatics of law and order. They are, a little bit extremists maybe, but you see here their modules, a little bit about their background, and then their units, their warriors, their HQ explaining what it does. The big twist here being the net of steel that they can launch, net something down, paralyze them basically anywhere on the board, but at the cost of health to your own headquarters. And then on the other side, we've got here beasts. These are mutated, sort of genetically enhanced creatures that are so savage that they hurt their own pieces if they happen to get in their way, basically. And again, you've got a little background here, some modules and the HQ, and then the rest of the warriors and some of the instant action tiles, including the ability to grab a unit and bring them in closer. So there you go. We've got in the center here a playmat, as you can see, a neoprene playmat, and we've already got a few rounds played out. I will point out that you see here the 2 trackers for the HQ life points, and basically the game is going to be over when somebody drops all the way down to 0 because their HQ is taken out, the other player wins, or we run out of tiles, one player runs out, the other player has a turn, and then we'll finish out. And then whoever has the most life then left on their HQ, that'll be the winner of the game. So we have the Steel Police going up next. You are going to, except for a little bit of, this is a little different during the first 2-3 rounds. But generally, on your turn, you are going to draw 3 tiles. You can just reveal those face up on the table. And then you have to discard one of these 3 that you do not intend to use. So for example, taking a look here, I could discard this fighter. He shoots, he has a shield there, he goes at speed 3, so he's very fast. We've got this fella here, he is melee in 2 directions, a shield there, speed 2, so he's a little bit slower, but he has a riot shield there, so he has the ability to push. And then this module here lets a character go again in their next initiative phase. So this person would be able to attack at speed 3 and then again at speed 2 if this is connected to him like that. So I'm going to get rid of one of these 3. Let's say I'll get rid of this one, okay? I'll put that aside, and then with the other 2, I can choose what I'm going to do. I can play them somewhere on the board that's empty. I could, put that right there. And I could put this one here, whatever I want. The other options then would be I can keep it. And next round, when I draw, I'm going to draw up to 3. So if I only put this one out and I hang on to this, then I'll draw 2 on my next turn. And from those 3, I have to discard one. Or I play them all, okay? Which is what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and play all these. I'll switch that around, actually. Play that. And that is going to be my turn. So the players are preparing for an upcoming fight that will happen at some point, either when the players trigger it with a specific tile, or when the board is filled, or at the end of the game. could happen as well. So we are going to go over here. This player is going to draw 3 tiles. They are going to reveal those tiles. And we've got here a unit, speed 2, hits in all these directions, melee. The lines in alternating yellow and black means that this unit, just like pretty much most of their units, hit friendlies as well as enemies. This one here is going to let you grab somebody and pull them towards you. And again, if you're not sure what something is, they explain it right here. And then the other one, this one, that's how you trigger a battle. So this player is going to take a quick look here, and they are going to perhaps they are going to they're going to discard the grab. They are going to place this unit out somewhere. Ta-da. How about something like, oh boy, something like that maybe. And then they are going to trigger a battle. Okay? So this is discarded, and now we pause the back and forth play to go through a battle. So the way this is going to work out is you first identify who is the fastest character on the board. Okay? And from that number, we are going to trigger everyone who has that number. Just pick a pattern and go through them. You're going to be using these to mark wounds. And once you've triggered everybody, then resolve those wounds so you're not confused or lost who's gone already. And then once that number is done, the fastest on the board now, I believe, will be 3. Then we go through speed 2 with anything that's left, speed 1, and then speed 0, which is normally the headquarters. This one's speed 0. The beast's headquarters is actually a little bit faster. And in fact, it has this right here, so it's faster still. Now, something else you can do on your turn before you play something like an attack tile or anything is, if anything has the ability to move, like this tile has the ability to rotate, there's some tiles that have the ability to push or move, things like that. You can do that freely on your turn. After you draw your 3 and discard 1, you can play those or keep them, and then also move or rotate anything that has a built-in symbol that lets them move or rotate. So let's go ahead and resolve a fight here, okay? So we're going to go through it. The fastest thing, like I said, is a 3. And so this character here attacks at 3. He is going to shoot this way. He is going to hit that HQ. Anything else at speed 3? No, nothing else is at speed 3. We now resolve that. We remove this now, and we're going to drop them by 1. Now comes speed 2. So this character here is going to hit this way for 2. There's 2 triangles there. He also hits that way, unfortunately, his own guy. This fella is going to hit in all these directions, so he hits this way for 2. This guy is attacking at speed 2 again because of this tile, so he attacked at speed 3 and speed 2, so he's shooting this way. We keep going. This guy is going to shoot at speed 2. He is attacking for 1, but he gets +1 from this, so he's actually shooting here at strength 2. 2 shots, okay? This guy hits on 2, so he's attacking there and there. This one's at speed 2 normally, but it is netted, so it's not doing anything, okay? It's turned off, if you would. We keep going through. This is speed 2. It's not attacking anybody. And this is slower, and that's going to be it. So now we resolve all of it. So we're going to go, here is the HQ. That took 2 hits. This one has a singular hit. So it's okay because it has that shield built in. This one, same thing. It has a singular shield built in, so it can take 1, and only on the second shot or hit does it get taken out. This is a goner, and so we discard that. This one is a goner. Discard that. That's done. This one has 2 hits. That's plenty. This is netted. This has 1 hit on the HQ. There we go. That was speed 2. Now we go to speed 1. Speed 1 is going to be, this is 2. This one, which shoots for 1 and puts 1 hit on there. Not enough to kill it. And then we go to speed 0, which is this one. It attacks all the way around, puts a second hit on there that it takes to kill that, and that's dead. There we go. That is the end of the resolution of the fight. And now we go back to this player who's going to draw 3 tiles, discard 1 play, or keep or discard the other 2. Back and forth until somebody drops all the way to 0, or we run out of tiles and the game is over that way. And that should give you a pretty good idea of what's going on. Again, that showed you a little bit of some of their abilities, some of the things that the 2 different armies can do. But of course, it's all available to you right here with a little thematic explanation plus the abilities of everything. So hopefully that gives you enough of an idea to understand the basics of the game. Let's go ahead and go back up top. I am a big fan, by the way, of Neuroshima Hex, the entire line. I generally very much enjoy it, and this seems very much put together in order to, like I said, target 2 new players or a new player and a friend who maybe wants to join them in order to see if this is something they would like. This is not a brand new idea. Neuroshima Hex has done this before. They came out with a box very similar to this box back in 2009 called Neuroshima Hex Duel, and that included 2 factions also, none of which were the original 4 that you can get in the core box. That one included a faction called Vegas that focused on hiring your opponent's armies and units and using them against them, and then the other one, a faction called Smart, that was sort of very intelligent robots with some tricky abilities. I will say, I think that matchup is less interesting thematically than this matchup here. The whole Vegas is spending money to hire machines as opposed to paying off mercenaries. Didn't really super work. You can, find logical ways, thematic ways to make it work in your own head, but I think this one works a little bit better. You have this police, these military guys with their big tanky armor and, law and order, yeah, versus these animals mutated by both radiation and enhanced by technology having at each other. And that thematically works a little bit better. Also, there was some board features that came out in the original Duel game that are not here, meaning this is a simpler jumping in point. And I think generally it works pretty well. I will say, I think some of the ideas in Beasts are pretty advanced. Your units being able to hit each other, and just some of the other options in it are a little bit tricky. So these are not 2 of the friendliest, newbie friendliest armies, but they're going to have some depth so that you can not just buy this, play it twice, and then immediately hunger for more. You can get a lot of plays out of this box. This is a good jumping on point because you get to play both sides, switch, explore. There's some depth here. Both of these armies are going to have some really fun exploratory time at the beginning while you're getting to know them, but then some legs so that you can continue to play out of the box. And then if you really like it, as they mention on the back of the box here, you can just buy an army of 2 or 2 that speaks to you, throw them into the box, and now you've got 3 options. Maybe you buy 1 more, now you've got 4 options. And at that point, this is very similar to the big core box that you can buy as well. And that would be a fine purchase because the 4 armies would be brand new. So I think that's pretty good, and I certainly would be happy recommending this to someone who's never played the game, who is intrigued by the setting, but does not want to get the big box and sort of feel like they're buying into a system. They just want to sample it and see what they think. So this gets a thumbs up from me. It's certainly a better attempt at doing this sort of, hey, welcome core box than the first time Neuroshima Hex Duel. I think they did a better job here. I think it looks great. The armies are very nice. The play mat is really nice, really attractive. Player aids being included in here are lovely, and so the whole thing is going to give you exactly what you need. Is it still easier to learn this game from someone who knows how to play already? Yes, it is. And that would be my preferred way to get this somebody into Neuroshima Hex. But if you don't have that available to you, then this is a pretty good second way to do it. You can also try the app, of course. The app is a good way to do it. But if you want to play physical, then this is very much a good way to do it. So this is going to get a strong 8 out of 10 from me. I enjoy these armies. I still like the core box. I think those armies are a little bit easier than these two. The regular sort of Neuroshima Hex 3.0 or whatever they're at now. But if you don't want that much content, this is a very good way to do it. So 8 out of 10 from me, seal of approval, very cool. If you already are someone who is into Neuroshima Hex, then just buy these two armies on their own. They are available. This isn't really for you, I think. But if not, then yeah, check this one out. Neuroshima Hex Battle. That's going to do it for me, everybody. Thanks for checking this out. My name is Z Garcia. I'll see you on the next one.
Hey, thanks for watching another video here on the Dice Tower. We really appreciate you stopping by and checking our things out. Thanks so much for joining us today. And hey, if you really like what we're doing here at the Dice Tower, then there are different ways to support the Dice Tower. One of those ways is through Patreon. We have links in the description of this video, and we have links to lots of other things we do down there, so definitely check it out. But either way, we're glad you watched us. Tell your friends about the Dice Tower. Until next time, though, I'm Tom Vassell, and I hope you enjoyed this video.